I don't know how the colors are gonna look, but I did a little bit of webcam. Yeah, we're getting all fucked up. Like, if my shirt shows too much, then all the colors get fucked. I don't care. You know what? It adds a little bit of color. I don't care enough. But I did change the quality of the face cam too. I'm going to have it set at 1080 for this video. I want to see if it fixes it, because I don't know if it's the way that I render my videos that end up making the quality pretty poor. My videos just always look so beautiful prior to uploading them, but that's really not what the video is about, so I'm gonna stop fucking around. Yo, what is going on, you beautiful motherfuckers? It is your boy Jinzle, bringing out a brand new video here today, and today I actually have a story for you guys. I don't know when this video is gonna go up, but today is not technically today for the day you guys are seeing this video. It's probably gonna go up at some time when I am on vacation, which it is now Monday. I'm leaving the day after tomorrow on Wednesday, so maybe this video will go up on Wednesday. So like I said, I have a story for you guys, and I'm gonna tell you guys a story about how I kept a pet hamster in my room from my parents for, I think, like 6 months or something. So when I was, I don't know, I think I was in middle school. I think I was in 7th grade to be almost exact. That was like around the time that I was super obsessed with having like a pet. So I used to have this friend that lived right up the street from me. We always used to go to our local pet store. This is before anybody had licenses. Like I said, this is 7th grade. So in 7th grade, nobody has licenses, nobody has cars. Took the bus to school, so I would ride my bike to his house, and then we would go from his, I don't know if I'd actually ride my bike or walk. I don't even have all the shit worked out for the story yet. I should have thought this through before I started the video. So with us going to the pet store all the time, I don't really know why we went there. I think it's because we were both just super amused with the animals that they had there. We were both just like, yeah, dude, fuck it, let's just go to the pet store. Like, neither one of us can really keep an animal because neither one of our parents would really let us. Until a little while later, I'm pretty sure like that year or maybe a year after, his parents actually finally like warmed up to the idea of him getting animals. He ended up getting, he had like snakes, he had like rodents, he had fucking everything. He had like lizards. His house was literally the pet store. So after so long of us going to the pet store, I ended up like, you know, looking at prices for all these different little animals just in case I could eventually get one. Like my parents would actually let me keep one. And so I found out that the hamsters there were like $5 or something. Mind you, we used to ride our bikes there, so if I bought a hamster, I was gonna have to literally like ride on my bike back home with this little shit sitting either in a basket or me carrying the box that they give me. So I'd say maybe a couple months after we started going to the pet store, I finally just did it. I was like, you know what, today's the day, I'm gonna get my own hamster. I'm gonna feel like I got the biggest dick in the world. I'm just gonna go against what my parents say. And eventually my friend was just like, hey, like, if you can buy the hamsters, keep it at my house until you can either, you know, get your parents on board and be able to keep this thing at your house, or you can just keep it here forever if your parents just like never warm up to the idea of you having one. Wow, that was a sick shot. Dumbass. What a fucking idiot. So I had the hamster at his house, and eventually his dad kept asking me, he's like, hey, when are you gonna like take the hamster home? So me feeling kind of shitty about, you know, leaving my own pet at his house, I decided, I was like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just take him home. So I brought him home in this little, not really little, it was a pretty decent, like, if you guys have ever seen like these critter, I forget what they're called. I don't know if they're like critter cases or something, but it's like a little like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a fish tank, but it has like an air, you know, and like a vented top for it. It's a little tiny creature. The thing was literally like this big. He's a little tiny brown hamster. His name was Marvin. I don't know, I don't think I said that, but his name was Marvin. He was like literally this fucking big. I think it was after school one day. I just like went back to this kid's house and I was like, look, I'm gonna take him home. I'm gonna hold on to him. He's gonna be my fucking best friend ever. So I take him home and I was like, well, shit, I don't know what to do with it now. So I get home, I get all the supplies. I get the food, I get, you know, like 2 or 3 bottles of water, so I didn't have to like go walk out into the kitchen and, you know, like grab water for him, and my parents are gonna be like, what the fuck is the little like rabbit water bottle thing for? I'm gonna be like, oh, it's for me. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, honestly, if my parents ever found it, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I have him in this little tiny critter thing, and I decided just to stuff it under my bed. I was like, honestly, nobody will look under my bed, and he's pretty quiet. As far as I know anyway, he was pretty quiet, so I was like, honestly, nobody's gonna find him if I just stuff the whole thing under my bed. And I had like the ball thing, I had all this shit under my bed behind like this big box. He was at the end of the bed, so, you know, like he was getting fresh air. He wasn't just breathing in fucking dust the whole time he was under there. I didn't want the thing to die. How do I hit mark him with the same gun and he legit just one-shots me in the fucking kneecap? So every time nobody was home, I would just take him out of the little critter cage thing, It's actually driving me insane that I cannot remember what the fuck those things are called, but I took him out of the little critter thing, and I would always just put him in his ball and let him, like, run around the house till somebody came home. So every time nobody was home, that would be, like, his little playtime, and I would just, you know, just let him do his thing. I'd probably sit there, play Call of Duty, just listening to him, just bouncing off fucking walls, walking into shit, going under the bed. So I had all of his, like, food stuff in, like, a drawer in, I guess it's, like, my nightstand thing that have, like, a lamp on and everything. I just have all of his shit in that drawer. So, I think it was, I had this thing under my bed for months, and I just happened to go out and buy him something different for once. I was like, hey, he's a good little hamster, I'm gonna treat him, I'm gonna give him something real good. Don't remember what it was. It was something that was really loud when he ate. So, eventually one night when I was at home, I was just I was just sleeping. I think my dad came into my room or something to, like, say goodnight, and I was already passed out. I was fucking out cold. I was fucking dead. So, like I was saying, I think, my dad came in to say goodnight one night, and he could hear a noise. And he could not figure out what the noise was, and it just so happens that the noise was this hamster eating these seeds. We're just gonna call them seeds because I'm pretty sure that's what I got him. They're like sunflower seeds or like a big, like, mixed assorted seeds or something. So my dad ends up, like, looking around the room and he's, like, following the noise, and he looks under my bed, and it's this little tiny hamster just going to town on these seeds. So my dad, you know, hating rodents, takes the thing outside and he just leaves it outside overnight. And yeah, this story ends off with my parents saying if I do it again, I will be, you know, living in the streets or in a car or in some creepy guy's basement. So moral of the story is if your parents say don't get a pet, hide it under your bed. Almost foolproof. But anyway, I think that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did happen to enjoy, always feel free to leave a like, a comment, and if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It's free. But for real, guys, I appreciate all the, you know, all the likes, comments, and everything that all my videos have been getting. But anyway, it has been your boy Jinzle. I will see you beautiful bitches in the next video. Peace out, everybody.